Hi, this is JB Cycles with an update on April the 15th. Yesterday I spoke about some bearish signals in the weekly data, and today I would elaborate a bit more about those signals. So today I'm looking at the weekly data, and here I have a MACD of 20 and 35 weeks. So it's these two moving averages and looking at where they are crossing down. So these red vertical lines are the current position in the 3.5-year cycle, just for comparison. So I would like to point out something. We could have in mind when we are looking at this that the market may has personality, or it's a fight between bulls and bears, or we could add some conspiracy into it, and assuming that the market is evil and wants to trick us. So with that in mind, I'm looking at where we have these bearish crosses. Here it crosses down, the averages are crossing, and when we have these crosses, that could either be a bullish or a bearish signal. It depends on the situation. Take for example the death cross in the daily chart of 50 and 200 MA. We had such a cross here in March. If you get this cross when you are oversold, it tells you that you just had a big decline and you're oversold, and that could be a kind of a buy signal, and yes, that was the case. If, however, if you have a shoulder, a bear flag, and you're not oversold, and you get this signal, then it's a signal, oh, now you have to get out, because now the decline is coming. And then you have a good time to position yourself. However, if the decline comes first, then you get the signal at the end. So with that in mind, let's have a journey through the historical data here. We had this cross here, just about where we had a shoulder, and it was bearish. It was rolling slowly over. Similar here in 69, it came just about where we had a shoulder. In 73, we kind of had a very small shoulder there. In 77, it was kind of a double top, and we had this late top in 81. Here we had the signal just about after a shoulder. In 84, just around a shoulder. All these were bearish cycles. They were rolling slowly over and had a long-lasting decline, a deep decline. And then you have the other kind. Here you have the signal right at the bottom in 1987. So that was the other kind of a signal. Actually, that was there you had the moving averages crossing right at the market low. So if you add this conspiracy or evil market theory here, is that here the market is expecting downside, so it wants good time to get out of its positions and transfer the shares to weak hands. You could also say the sentiment is so bullish, it won't accept that we are going down, so you get this rounded tops and then a prolonged downturn. Here, however, you get, it's more like a shakeout. Quickly down, very oversold, and that's it. And maybe the sentiment here is very bearish. Oh no, the world is going under, and this is just an A, when we get a B and then a C down. But when we are so oversold, then that's it. Here in 91, it was kind of similar. Very oversold at this signal, and that was the low. In 94, it was a kind of a strange cycle. It had a bearish shape, but it was very shallow, and we had a signal just at the shoulder, but we had no follow through, so it was more like a double bottom and another shoulder and a larger double low. If we go to 98, we had the signal right at the market low, here at a shoulder. In 2004, we I have been talking about this cycle low earlier. This was a bullish cycle low, so the signal was about where we had a shoulder, but no significant downside. In 2007, we had a signal at the shoulder. Here, the signal was at the market low. It was a bullish cycle. It was a shakeout. In 2015, it was kind of hard to classify. It was kind of a bearish cycle, but not really bearish. And the signal was just before we had a major shoulder. It was almost a double top. In 2018-19, we had the signal right at the market low. It was a shakeout. The market was long-term bullish, so it wanted to shake us out, expecting A, B, C. And this COVID panic was not supposed to happen according to the cycles. It was the mid-cycle shakeout with this sign here, and we often have this mid-cycle shakeout like here and here. Not always, but often we have these mid-cycle shakeouts. Okay, I think I had to do the rest in part 2. See you there.